Hello, I'm Rebecca Pigram, Public Information Officer for Rockingham County. Today, we are at the Madison-Mayodan Library, and I am joined with Ms. Rhonda Hooker, the Director of Rockingham County Libraries here in the county. Rhonda, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
So today, we are going to tour this library and kind of give the folks at home and the residents in Rockingham County and our visitors just kind of a tour of what a normal library looks like in Rockingham County, all the services that are provided, all the wonderful things that you can get outside or inside the library, excuse me. But first, we have to get a library card.
Have to get a library card.
So that's what we're going to start with. I do not have a library card. Will you help me get a library card?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and go inside.
All right. Thank you.
So we're inside the library, and I need a library card, like I just said. So what's the first thing that I need? What do I need to bring? How do I prepare to get a library card?
You need your picture ID.
Okay.
If it's got your current address on it, that's all you'll need to get one. If it does not, you can bring a piece of mail with your current address as long as your name is on it. You'll come up to the front desk, and they will give you an application to fill out.
Perfect.
And you'll fill that out, and we'll get you in our system.
Awesome.
Okay, then you just hand her the application and the driver's license, and she gets you into the system.
Awesome. So do I get an actual card?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
You will get a regular size card and a keychain.
Oh.
So you'll actually have two if you need them.
Awesome. And so just a quick overview as she fills that out. What can I do with a library card?
With the library card, you have access to any NC Cardinal libraries within the entire state. If you go to the beach and it's an NC Cardinal, you can use this to check out items.
Oh my goodness.
You can return items at any NC Cardinal library as well. The items we have available for checkout are the children's, the young adult sections, any books, audio books, playaways, which are singular audio books just on one cassette thing. And you also have access to any of the checkout books that are children's with audio with them as well. We also have sections over here with nonfiction, and we have our computer section in the computer lab. You can use your library card to check out a computer for usually an hour and renew for a second hour, but you have to have a card to get on the computer.
Okay.
You can have the meeting room and set up times to come out and use that. There are a multitude of different things that we're constantly adding on, and that is at any library in Rockingham County, plus the bookmobile, which comes to the Governmental Center.
Yes, that was something that I wanted to speak to you about.
Yes.
Perfect.
I have two cards. I'm also going to keep you a little paper. Has some information on it.
Okay.
So since I set you up with a new card, you're going to be limited for the first 6 months in how much you can get. So for right now, it's just 10 items out at a time, and 2 of those items can be movies. After that, it goes up to 50 items at a time, and then 10 of those items can be movies.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Bella.
Thank you.
Okay, so now that I have my library card, let's talk about the super basic stuff. Let's pretend like I've never gone into a library before. What's next? What can I find as far as the type of books that we've got going on that I can find, what I can check out, how long I can check those books out, that kind of thing.
Okay. You can check out books for up to 3 weeks.
Okay.
If they are new releases, you can only have them for those 3 weeks.
Okay.
But after they're on the shelves behind you where the fiction is, when they're regular books, you can renew those books twice. So you can actually keep them up to 9 weeks.
Oh, okay.
With movies and CDs and any kind of DVDs, they can be checked out for a week, and then you can renew them for another week. Everything can be returned in the drop box outside if you check it out. Even if it's a movie or audiobook, it can still be returned there, or you can give it to any of the branches inside or on the bookmobile.
Oh, okay.
So several things you can check out and just return wherever.
within their justified times.
Here or any NC Cardinal library in the state of North Carolina.
So not just within Rockingham County,
That's
it's within the NC Cardinal system,
That's
like you
correct.
said.
We are a consortium, so we work with libraries around the whole state, and we interchange stuff. You're also able to get on our catalog. If you see something that we don't have here, you can request it from a different county and have it sent here, and then you can check it out for our time as long as we let you check it out here, return it, and we'll send it back to the county.
Perfect. So that's actually what I was going to ask you about, because I know in today's times we can just hop on Google and Google search just about anything. But I know that's not always been the case. A lot of people always came to the libraries to figure out their research, to do all of their research. So with that being said, I know resources and research is something that we can come to the Rockingham County Public Libraries for.
We do. We have 3 reference librarians, one at each main big branch. There is a reference section at each library that can be, a lot of times the children have to have a hard copy of something for reports.
Yes.
You can't always just pull it off the internet. So we have several reference sections for them to choose items from. They also can use our labs and go on the computer if they need to, or have tutoring sessions. We have them Wi-Fi all over the building, so they can have them in the back or in the room. So there's several different aspects the children will be able to draw from. There's some projects that we know about. Say Bethany does a big project and it's set in a certain years of time. We will order specific for those certain projects if we need to, and have it available in the reference section for the county kids to be able to get their information from.
Wow. So if I'm hearing correctly, you also work with our school systems to make sure that our county school students can find what they need here in this library. Or
Yes.
not just this library, but any library in the county.
That is correct.
Including the Bookmobile, which has 20 different stops.
There's 28, 57 different homes that they go to, and
Okay.
28 variety of schools and daycares that they go to and provide for.
Oh, my goodness.
Including the governmental center. So
Oh my
we
goodness.
have access there. And they're a mobile Wi-Fi unit, so they allow for Wi-Fi to be accessed. They have iPads and laptops. Not a whole lot, but a few that you can check out and take home. And they have a variety for young adult, juvenile, and adults, large print being one of the biggest on there for people to choose from and check out. And they can also get orders. If you put something on hold here, they can bring it over to the governmental center for you to pick up there.
Oh my goodness. So really, the resources are almost endless
Yes.
when it comes to our Rockingham County Public Libraries. Let's check out those computer labs, if that's okay.
Okay.
So this is obviously a computer lab. I'm sitting at what looks to be a very bright computer.
Yes.
Keyboard, if you look at all the other ones, they're normal keyboards. Tell me the difference between this one and an average keyboard.
Around the room we have visually impaired keyboards available for people that have trouble being able to see, and if they're brighter, the letters are larger, and we have them all around, and there's one in the closed-in lab as well, and that's just to help with anybody that comes in visually impaired.
Oh wow, so inclusive as well, not just
Yes.
resources and things that we can check out, and I mean it's inclusive as well. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so if I were to use this computer, let's click the space bar. First thing it tells me is enter my library card number.
That's correct.
Thankfully, we got one today.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and put my number in there. I'm assuming it's just the one right under the barcode. And then enter.
Okay. This will confirm your usage for today. You click confirm. And this is all the internet policy and everything. We have a policy where if you use our internet services, you cannot go on any explicit websites. There is a monitoring system and several security systems set in place to prevent people from going to places they should not go.
Perfect.
And you read through this and you hit continue and you have access.
Awesome.
With our computers, a lot of times we'll have computer programming classes in this building, in this particular room. Now they are done, in some buildings they're done one-on-one. Some like here, there was a class that went on every Wednesday at one time. It just depends on the reference librarian, which Morgan is here. She does on one-on-ones right now. And they will have access to the computer lab during those programs. Which, speaking of programs.
Yes, I was going to ask, with the computer, I know some kids are homeschooled, some kids don't have access to a computer or the internet at home, so these computers obviously get used for many different reasons. Let's talk about some programs. I know it's computer literacy or computer services, technology services. Let's talk about that a little bit.
We have basic computer classes to sort of learn the basics of being on the computer. It also teaches you how to use Wi-Fi and internet, learn to use email. It just depends on what the class is.
Yeah.
We have what's called Cloud Library, which is an app you can get on your phone to access ebooks and e-audio. So they go over how to use those apps in that class as well sometimes. We have programs most of the time attuned to age groups or more or less learning ability, because there are some young people that can get on these and just fly.
Absolutely.
And then there are some that need to learn from the ground up. So
of course, you got to learn somewhere.
And along with computer programming, we've got multiple programs that go on in the library. We have a full genealogy room at the end of the building. They do genealogy classes. We have soirees where they come and do swap meets. We have lots of children's programming at the other end of the library here on Wednesdays, but it's a different day at each branch. Each branch offers children's programs from infant to young adult to teen programs and special events. Gaming programs. We even have PlayStations and Switches and gaming systems for both educational and entertainment purposes. So.
Perfect. Well, we'll get to the we'll get to those children's programs, because I definitely want you to elaborate a little bit, but I want to go to the children's section of the library because it's just fun and we want to see that. But if you don't mind, maybe can we head over to the genealogy room and kind of discuss that those programs?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So this room is a lot less colorful, I guess you could say, than the rest of the library. And we're in the Genealogy Center of this particular library. Tell me a little bit what goes on in this particular room, and if this is available at the other libraries.
Okay. The genealogy room here at this particular branch is pretty special because it is the largest collection we have in our department.
Okay.
We have people come all over the United States to come here or call in to do requests for various family trees or information concerning their families. We have everything in this room from family history to annuals dating back to the 50s and 60s for people to go through.
Yearbooks, for those who don't know.
Yeah,
yearbooks.
And we also have some collections from other states outside of North Carolina, and a lot of personally written books that are not in print anymore that families may have donated, that people can come and do research and do genealogy research. And it's paired with the classes that we have. Miss Shirley Brim Jones, who is amazing, teaches those classes and she's the guru, as I call her, for knowing how to follow your family tree and get into your genealogy, and both in-state and international. So she's amazing.
Oh, my word.
We also have microfilm machines. Here's one of them here, and there's two more in the back. So we have microfilm machines to be able to look at old newspaper clippings. A lot of it's digital. We have our North Carolina digital collection online, which leads to a lot more family history research. So we've got a lot of goodies in this room, and it's very well liked.
Beautiful. I say that because I love history. I love stories. I love history. So to be surrounded by so much history, it's a really cool feeling. So let's talk. You mentioned something about the classes for the genealogy program.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit what those look like. How do we sign up for those programs? Tell me a little bit about that.
If you wanted to be in the class, you could just call to the front to the library, and they will put you down as a name in the list for the class to be held. Sometimes she has it in here. Sometimes she takes it into the lab where they can do actual resource. We have Ancestry, we have Heritage, different type, and it's free with the library card. It's the extended version. So if you come here to do the research, you have a lot more opportunity to find more information. And she'll walk people through how to do that, help them do family trees. All you got to do is call and sign if you got that library card. Even if you don't, she will take people on. You just won't be able to access the computer. But
So it's good incentive to
Yeah.
get your library card.
and you can get a temporary library card if you're coming from out of state. We've had people come from the West Coast to visit and come through and get a temporary card just to be able to do some research and
Oh, my
make some
word.
copies of some information. So, but this room, all the information stays within this room. It can't be checked out, but you can make copies. And we actually have a printer set up for this room specifically because people make copies of the information.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about copies, because that is something that obviously you can do because you can't check out books here. So let's talk a little bit about copying and scanning and those kinds of things.
We have the availability of copies. You don't have to have a library card to make copies. If you print it off of the computer, you do, because you have to have it for the computer. It's 25 cents a page, and that is color or black and white. We can scan stuff on the copy machines to a flash drive so you can take it home. That costs nothing, it's free. So if you had documents for taxes or something you need to scan them, you could just bring your flash drive in, we'd scan it and you take it with you. We sell flash drives too at the front desk for $2. So they're available, and so are earbuds for the same price. And you're welcome to purchase them whether or not you have a card. But we do that all the time, every day. It's a regular thing with the copies. So, and we can even do a request if you have an email to have printed off. They've got it now where you can send it from your phone and send it to our system and be able to print it off too, and just get the copy yourself when you come in at the coin and bill acceptor over there. So.
Oh, my word.
Yep.
I know I've probably said this a million times. I know I've thought it at least. There's like very many things that you can do here. Dare I say, there's almost nothing you can't do.
Not a lot you can't do.
And that's wonderful. And I just want to remind everybody that these are the public libraries in Rockingham County. Madison Maidan is where we are now. There's one in Stoneville, there's one in Eden, and there's one in Reedsville. And let's not forget the Bookmobile as well. So that's 5 different places in Rockingham County alone that you can print copies, you can learn about your family history, you can learn how to read, you can learn how to work on a computer. I am just fascinated by all of this. So thank you so much. Thank you for that gentle reminder. Let's head over to the children's section,
Okay.
the fun section, and talk a little bit about that.
All right, let's do it.
Perfect. Okay, so now we're in the children's section. Very stark contrast from the room that I was just in. This is Rachel Holden. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us. Maybe give a little intro of who you are and what you do here for the Madison Maidan Library.
Yes, I'm the Youth Services Librarian for Rockingham County Libraries, so I serve all 4 library branches, Eden, Reedsville, here in Madison Maidan, and Stoneville libraries. So I do all the programming, so I do toddler and baby story time, preschool story time, school-age story time, Lego Club, the summer reading program, Eco Explore, all kinds of stuff. We got programs for all ages. In addition to that too, I also manage the collections for the children's and teen departments.
Perfect.
Including some fun stuff I wanted to show you guys that we just got.
Yes.
These are our STEAM to Go kits we just got. They're available at every branch, and we have different themed kits at each branch.
Okay, so let's talk about what's in these, because this is like a grab and go bag. I'm so intrigued. I have to know. I mean, just looking at this, it literally looks like a classroom in one bag.
Yes, they are perfect for lesson planning.
Okay.
They're on different themes. So this guy here is starting to spell. We also have phonics kits. We have Biscuit Phonics, Paw Patrol Phonics, Pinkalicious Phonics, Lay Stack Soar, Math, STEM, Yoga, Game Night. All kits come in these large clear vinyl bags. They each contain a high-quality nonfiction book, great for elementary school students, along with puzzles, games, different activities that can all be done together and can be easily replicated. They're great Learning Express products, so got to check out the kits. We have different kits at each branch. We got things such as Biscuitville Phonics, Little Critter Phonics, Ready Set Kindergarten, Starting to Spell, STEM in Motion, Yoga. So come check them out.
Okay, so those bags are packed with everything traditional learning, hands-on. Excuse me. Let's talk about some more modern technology, I guess, for our kids these days. I see what it looks to be like a tablet. I know what that is, but these look like traditional books. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. What is this?
This is some great technology for learning how to read. So these are our Launchpad STEAM Academy tablets. They're great tablets. They have no internet access, so just access to educational games. So each tablet comes preloaded with different games, books, etc. for learning how to read. We have different subjects. So this one is for engineering and design for ages 8 and up. We also have the preschool academy, all kinds of different ones too. So we have different sets, and they're here in this great thick orange case.
Nice.
So, you can be a little rough with it, but it'll still work. So it's great. Just charge them, let them go, check them out. And then these are
Yes.
Wonder Books. So you might have heard of books on tape, books on CD.
Of course, audiobooks.
Well, cars don't come with CD players anymore,
No.
and it's hard to find those. So these are Wonder Books. So they're audiobooks with the audio player right in the corner. And Wonder Books are great because they have a learning mode and a reading mode. So the
Okay.
reading mode, typically, just like an audiobook, will read the book to you. And the learning mode will ask you questions. So it works on reading comprehension and adds to it, which is really cool. So this is our Wonder Book collection. They rotate along with the tablets among our 4 branches every quarter. So whatever your home branch is, go visit them. They're going to have different books and tablets each quarter. But they're really cool. So this is Pout Pout Fish. You'll see by the little sticker in the corner that it's a Wonder Book.
Oh my gosh, those are awesome. So as an adult, I'll listen to podcasts or audiobooks or that kind of thing. But that's awesome that you say that these Wonder Books ask questions, not alone, not just reading the books, but learning mode, asking questions, because you can read all day long, but if you comprehend, that's where you actually learn. That's where you grow. So the fact that these books ask questions, that's awesome. You said that they change out every quarter between the 4 branches.
Yes.
How long have you guys had these in, how long have these been available?
The Wonder Books we've had for about 3 years now,
Okay.
and we get new ones every quarter, and the tablets are brand new too, along with our STEAM kits. So we used to have these out to play with in the children's play area.
Perfect.
They got loved real hard. So now we have them available just for checkout, and instead of having tablets in the play area, we have Duplo block tables, little toddler play areas, and train tables available at our 3 big branches, Eden, Reedsville, and Madison, Madan. So those are out all the time, so kids have good wooden, high-quality toys for imagination and play. So.
Which is very important because, as you guys know, kids are little sponges and they have a lot of energy and they have a lot of play and a lot of imagination. So to have quality toys along with books, that also is a nice connection of the library is a happy place. The library is a good place. It's full of learning opportunities for both reading, words, and also imaginative play with your hands. So,
Definitely.
Rachel, thank you so much for explaining this. Is there anything left in the children's departments that you might have missed or that you want to touch base on to let anybody in Rockingham County know about?
Well, we also have lots of digital resources too. So we have NC Kids, which is our ebook and e-audio, e-video platform, which is free with your library card. We also have great online databases that are safe for kids. So think of it as like Google, but no external links.
Perfect.
So great for research papers. We have language learning software, online encyclopedias, all kinds of stuff too. As well as our reading app, Read Squared, where you can log your reading goals. We have a great program for preschoolers and 1,000 books before kindergarten. So you can make an account with Read Squared, track all your books, unlock badges and prizes, and then bring them to the library for a free prize. So lots of
my
stuff.
goodness.
So come check us out.
Oh my goodness. What can you not do in the library? Truly. It's a wonderful place. Rachel, again, thank you so much. I think I'm going to head up to the front of the library because I don't want to leave, but I actually have to go leave now. So thank you again, Rachel, for everything. I've so enjoyed learning about our children's section, and I'm going to go meet up with Miss Rhonda Hooker.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we've started from the moment you walk in the door and you get your library card. to the different options, which are endless in the library system. So I want to go and check out. I saw that we have this kiosk, self-checkout. Let's talk a little bit about self-checkout, because that's awesome that we have this now.
Those are brand new. We just got them in the big libraries, and Stoneville as well has one.
Nice.
These, you can come up to them, you take your book, you can scan it to check out. All you need is your library card. You can check out materials. You can view your account to see what's on there when things are due. You can pay your fines here. You can also reserve computers to be able to check out the computer lab and be able to get on those. Also, I meant to mention, students in Rockingham County, you can use your student lunch number or your student ID number. They can check out on these as well and be able to get up to, I think it's 5 books to be able to check out and take home, and no fees or fines for students.
I know I've said it a million times. The library system is truly endless when it comes to resources and things that you can do. All with the power of a library card. You can check out movies, books, magazines, audio books, wonder books, and you can learn how to operate a computer. You can find out your family history. You can, the possibilities truly are endless, including checking yourself out alone, self-checkout here in the Rockingham County Public Libraries. As a recap, I know it's a lot of information, but the Rockingham County Libraries operate on one system. It's called NC Cardinal. That means that you can check out any book across North Carolina that uses that system. You can check out books, you can return books. People come in from all over the state looking for information in books and use our computers. What am I missing? I know there's a ton of stuff. Let's kind of recap a little bit about this library tour.
We have various programs throughout the entire year. Summer reading, genealogy. We even have a movie night on every different branch has movie nights for children and
awesome.
adults. We have nary a thing here for our Andy Griffin people that like rerun shows.
Perfect.
And we have the genealogy and the lab and Teen Corner. So many programs, so much stuff to access. Various hours. Most of the big branches have the same hours throughout the week. We are open on Saturdays as well. We just want you to come in and see what we can offer you. We got a lot.
Perfect. I will say that our county web page, rockinghamcountync.gov, under the tab of library, you can find all of this information. Miss Rhonda, let us know.
Yeah, you can also go to rcpl.org, and they have LibGuide set up for all the different branches. It's constantly updated with the different programs and what we have. We advertise in the newspaper. We advertise on the flyers and things that are presented at the front desk. There's lots of, and just call us and we'll tell you what we got to do.
Perfect. I was going to say there's several different ways to access the information within the Rockingham County Public Library system. To find the public library webpage, just go to rockinghamcountync.gov. It can link us to the county website, the county public library website. Several different ways to access all of this information. If anybody has any questions for you, the director of the library services in Rockingham County, what's a good number to reach you at?
My number at the admin building, which is located in Eden, is 336-627-1106. And I have email with the county as well. Feel free to call and ask any questions, or if you have a library question specific, call the branch that you're looking for and they can answer your questions as well.
Perfect. And if you guys have any questions for me, Rebecca Pigram, Public Information Officer for Rockingham County, feel free to give me a call, 336-589-0967.